Hello Commanders, Commander Plater here, and welcome to today's live stream. I hope everyone is doing very well today, and you're having, a good Easter weekend here in the UK, and you're having a long weekend, at least I hope you do. And yeah, today, title, like I said, we'll basically be talking about the recent update, the content reveal that we had on Thursday, and at the same time we're also going to be talking about the supposed content leak, which I'm not sure whether it's real or not. Really, I'm feeling like it's not, but we'll leave it at that. A quick hello to everyone who's in chat so far. We've got Pro Rock, Budman, what? Having weird things happen on Twitch, I think. Yeah, weird stuff happening on Twitch. Oh well, never mind. Philip, how you doing? Shower, Alan, Vortex, Owl Claws. I don't think I've seen you before. Hello, how you doing? Lee, Joseph Uftentide, which are, as usual, absolutely brutalise. Hey, it's what I do. Colin, Gears, Aaron, Matt, Dunkel, Burled, Ali, Kuro. How are we all doing? Oh, Angry Mosquito as well. How are we doing? But yep. Hope everyone's doing well. Fuddington Smythe, welcome as well, and Quilikov, what up? Commander Weejet as well over there on Twitch, how you doing? But indeed, we are going to be talking about some different bits and bobs today. Whilst I'm just doing some classic bit of gameplay in the background, don't worry about me. I'm just going to be doing what I'm doing. Got some things to move around, I think. Got some BGS to do, so yeah, got some BGS to do, which is gonna be a bit of a pain, but we're good to go. Kuro, every weekend is a long weekend for me. that's very much how things are going for me at the moment. Although they probably won't stay like that, because I do have to, or may have to actually go back to work for a bit, so we'll have to see how that one works out. Right, next up, Shinrata, off we go. Machine, you're watching the boxing, but you thought you'd say hello quickly. Well, hello. Oh, Gears, what long weekend? Well, you got the Bank Holiday Friday, the Bank Holiday Monday, obviously Sunday. And it is great weather for it. How very British of us to talk about the weather. Be like, oh, it's absolutely lovely today, isn't it? But indeed, I will ask everyone to hit the like button nice and early on. As you know, it helps me out. It would be much appreciated if you did. Helps grease the YouTube wheels. Gears, you don't get them. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that, Gears. But you got to get paid well over working a bank holiday, right? So yeah, next up, Hilla. We'll go and do some outfitting and some chopping and changing and stuff, and then I want to go and clean my ships as well. Got some work to do there. The weather in Canada, bacon. Wait, what? But yeah, today down here it was like 23, 24, which is absolutely mad. I would consider to be quite mad. But yeah, all in all, quite a nice day. Can't complain too much. Tomorrow I'm off to, well, my parents are taking us to go and see a go and see like a lovely stately garden type thing, and it's got some interesting buildings apparently, so it's right. Ah, Gears, you get the time back. Yeah, I used to have that as well. Anything above 17 is too hot. No, I wouldn't go that far. Jones, we're not quite ready to talk about it just yet. Paul Henty, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, Jonesing, we will be talking about it in just a minute. What we'll do is we'll probably talk through the stuff about the update first of all, and we'll go from there. So initially, I say content reveal. We saw a few different things on Thursday. In particular, I guess we saw the undocking or the advanced docking computer. So we saw the undocking and the docking, which was fine. We also saw the new character creation process, which I think is a little bit unusual. The whole packages thing does raise some eyebrows in my mind as to what on earth that is about. I'm a bit kind of... It's weird.
Hello there.
Critical, thank you for the follow. But yeah, I think it's just really bizarre that we've got packages now. So does that mean that when you purchase the game, you're going to be able to come in and, like, the different packages when you're choosing to start your account? You either used to have just the Horizon Sidewinder or just the normal Sidewinder, and that was literally it. So I didn't really kind of understand why there would be other packages in there. And does that mean that later on down the line they're looking at introducing it so oh god, I'm going to talk about so you pay more and then you get other packages? I really hope that's not the direction it's going. Or you can choose to, like, you have an advanced package and you start off with, I don't know, a Cobra or something like that. I think that's a bit of a, like, special packages, Horizon Eagle, what are they about? Ali, good to hear, man. I'm glad it was helpful. But yeah, I found that to be a little bit... That was the only thing that really made me think, what the hell is this? Like, it's not just a design choice for the devs to be using a hot build and be showing that, because they built into the UI from the other ones. If like packages from the Kickstarter, you see, Jess, I don't know. I don't know. I thought this was an odd one. Super Cruise Assist, yeah, I mean, they gave a bit of an idea of how that worked and stuff, but yeah. I mean, I'm just, personally, I don't see the need for it. Now, bear in mind, I did just Loop of Shame. So, I mean, I am potentially one of these people that need these things. But will I equip it? Probably not. I'm more likely to use a slot for something else. But that's me. Starlost, hi, how you doing? Maybe we can tell us Brits that we should shut up about how hot it is if you're from Vegas. a little bit different here. Gary, good evening, how you doing? But indeed, we've got some interesting things to talk about. I didn't really want to make a video on it because I kind of wanted to talk through things, and I'm always interested to hear what other people have to say as well. And I'm one of these people where my opinion isn't fixed. New information will often equal a new opinion. But, I mean, I'm alright with it. It gives me some time, doesn't it? I mean, it gives me some time that I can just fill. Like, if, I feel like things go a bit too quick, throw a Loop of Shame in there just to draw things out. But Super Cruise Assist. Now, here's the thing. That whole orbiting around a planet, I just thought it'd be quite easy to throttle down. That's very much my thought with that. I think I'm a real fan of people playing the game and flying your ships, and with Elite Dangerous and its flight model, I do think, I mean, at least for me, it won't be something that I'll be doing or using. Alan, I'd have to do them. I couldn't let everyone down, could I? Oh yeah, I couldn't. Now I've got some things to do today. Like I said, we'll be doing a spot of BGS type stuffs. Here we go. Vortex, look at that. He's got his little thug. Now, if I remember correctly, Sequoians doesn't have a large, the newest acquisition. Well, where we've moved into, doesn't have any large pads. But yeah, so it's not an autopilot. Yeah, it will slow you down, but I just think that people are gonna be rather silly to leave their computers whilst making a trip in Super Cruise, and something will happen. And I do think it's a bit of I hope people don't do that, because it'll get them in trouble with that. So I don't think people should do that. What have you pinged me in? Yeah, but does the commander pack give you an eagle? Does it? But yeah, I just think it. Like I say, I do think that it could have been solved with a tutorial mission, which would have helped people a bit more, rather than these other stuff, this extra features. When really a good tutorial process might have worked better, because I think that would be more valuable in the long run. Yeah, see, Lee, I thought it just gave you paint jobs as well. Good evening, Neil. How are you doing? Right, I'm gonna try and focus now for a minute on what I'm supposed to actually be doing, not in BGS, but what we're supposed to be talking about. Dave G, yeah, it does have a huge potential for that, but I assume people would learn quite early on that that's the case. I will say the need for a starter system or a starter area, starter group of systems, where you don't have to worry about people who are advanced players coming in and messing with you, already exists. It's called solo or private group, and I'm a bit, I guess. I don't think it was needed because of that reason. A good tutorial system and solo group would more than likely get you in there. I just don't think it's. I don't know. It's not that necessary. I don't think. But then again, I'm not a new player anymore. For me, I'm going to say it's not. But then for other people, it might be. But seeing it was interesting. Oh, right, we need to go to Yamash. That's where we're off to. Question, do I play tutorials and games? Yes, I do. In difficult games. There are some games where I won't bother, and I will literally go straight into it and be like, oh, I know what I'm doing here, straight, let's go for it. But at the same time, I actually like games where it doesn't feel like you're having a tutorial, or if it's totally optional. And I think that's the important thing. When it comes to playing tutorials and games, I like them if they assume you've played a game before at least. But something like Elite Dangerous, come on, you're basically piloting a spaceship. It's completely different. Matt, you're saying you think flying a spaceship is supposed to have some level of difficulty? Yeah, it should. What will these people do when they're able to fly real spaceships? Same time, oh, Star Citizen. Oh. Now, I've been playing Star Citizen, and I've been playing the new update, and actually, you know what, I've been enjoying it, but it is a buggy mess. That's the thing. The bits that work, when they work, are great, but then something will happen, like it will crash, or go wrong, or you lose some progress. But the thing is you haven't bought a game at this point. You've bought into the concept of the game, which will eventually be released. I mean, people are still buying into it, still constantly going. The potential player base for it is going to be huge. So that's something to consider, but it's not a thing yet. Alright. Off we go. I think we'll have a little scoop whilst we're here. TZ saying he wishes Elite Dangerous was made by CCP. I don't think lots of people do. Price, what are you going to do? Now, there are, combat, for one, there's going to be a lot of stuff that you can do where you don't need to be, well, you don't need these things. Anytime you're not in Super Cruise, for example, obviously docking your computer. Docking your computer is totally fine. I use them on my cutter because I hate the cutter and I don't like the way it handles, but I do like, for landing anyway, but I do like the way that the cutter has this really good outfitting, and there's loads of stuff you can do on it. So that's why, I still might use the cutter. And, an elite player with a docking computer often puts a target on your back and open. Hey, alright. I practice my interdiction avoidance. We'll give that a go. But hey, it'll be fine. Now, like I said, Star System, not sure how I feel about it. I did like the trade menus though, trade menu was much better, a lot more intuitive, a lot more interesting, and hopefully it will continue to evolve and move on and really improve. I mean, I played in solo for a very long time. I went in open for a community goal once, and that was a huge mistake because I got interdicted by a cutter and a corvette, and they pounced on me, and it was one of these ones where I only had planetary landings, and they were really far out, and I hadn't landed yet. It was like, no! But yeah, the trade menu, I think it really still needs a sell-all, as well as it needing a sell-all, and at the same time, I think it needs an ability to type a number in to sell a number of commodity as well, or buy a number of commodity. Why should I have to sit there and click and hold the button when I should be able to click on it and be like 50, 100? Needed. Very, very much needed. I think this really does kind of lead into the whole conversation about accessibility versus difficulty when it comes to games, because there are plenty of times when games aren't necessarily difficult, but they can't be played because they're a bit of a can it be played because you're unable to due to a physical reason or something like that, versus you're unable to play because you don't have the skills yet, you've not practiced enough, or you've not got the hang of it. And I think that's difficulty versus accessibility. And a lot of people say, oh, it makes the game more accessible. Well, no, it makes the game easier. But ease does not necessarily tie in with difficulty, or with accessibility, should I say. I'm flying a Mamba price. We are flying a Mamba. The Framba, as we like to call it, because it just tears through people. There we go. Oh, they're scanning me looking for cargo. Yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, we'll do a couple of handles as we go this evening. Oh, that did not go according to plan. Oh, I have not flown for quite a while. I've not played Elite Dangerous for a couple of weeks actually, which is a little bit bad. Right, I'll concentrate. Oh no, this is really early on for shields to be going. Hold still, hold still. There we go. Right. Let's focus a little bit. Yoicks. Breather, hello. How you doing? So. Yeah, Nico, I have been too busy stealing other people's ships. That's what I've been playing a lot of Star Citizen, because that way, when people actually ask me for my opinion about the game, I can give it and be open and honest and be like, actually, yeah. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. It does make you really kind of work it out. I believe it's accessible for people who are colourblind. Because, yeah, it's not, is it? At all at the moment. That's a really fair point. And there is no colourblind setting, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, things like that. That's the type of thing I'm talking about. Attention. The Reclaimer ramming. Oops. Might have done a little bit of that. It's fine. It'll be fine. But indeed, lots of things going on. And, I mean, yeah, an update is good. It means it's not being ignored. And I think that's important. There's a lot of people saying, oh, Elite Dangerous is being completely ignored. No, it's not. It is having some refresh to it. It's being gamified. And a game being gamified is fine. play it that it's alright, it's fine. Yeah, what I need to remember is for the Mamba, I can't fly it how I normally fly everything. I've got to actually fly it like it's a Mamba. Yeah, it's a good point. Revengex, a very good point. There are lots of bugs still in the game, should they not be the primary focus. You know, they probably are. But what we have to remember, in with that as well, is that there are bug fixes coming, so we can't be too critical until we know what's being fixed. Do I believe the leak? I tell you what, let me kill this guy and then we'll have a chat through it. Because I think it's worthy of some solid attention. Here we go. So. Indeed, Mamba, cot build. I mean, I don't have any heat sinks on it because I'm an idiot. And oh, you know what? You know what I've done, actually? I have not put all of my shield boosters on it. Idiot. Right. So, let's talk about the leak. We'll actually have a read through it. So everyone who hasn't seen it, I will bung it up on screen. This can be a wall of text. I apologise. There we go. So, apparently this is from a dude who has a friend who works for Frontier. Now, whether or not we believe any of this remains to be seen. I would possibly question it. It always makes me think it's weird when someone has a friend of a friend of a friend who might have seen something. So we'll have a read through. We'll make it a bit bigger. Now, this isn't just about Elite Dangerous. It's talking about Jurassic World Evolution and also Planet Coaster as well. So they've said Planet Coaster is currently in maintenance mode with only a few small ride packs to come. Currently working on a Ghostbusters pack. Okay, Ghostbusters pack. That's fine. If you're into Ghostbusters, that's cool, I guess. I mean, I've got Planet Coaster. I haven't really played much of it. I'm not a huge fan. It's not my kind of game. Jurassic World Evolution, Project Nero. Do I believe in any of these project names? No, I don't. I do honestly think the leak could be absolute crap, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, we will know in July, I guess. So, Jurassic World Evolution, new DLC will contain the Acrocanthosaurus, the Proceratosaurus, and the Herrerasaurus. July will be the Claire Deering DLC, which will introduce a safari truck ride, paleobotany, growing plants for food in the feeder, a mission to save the dinosaurs from Island Nublar and change them to Sanctuary Island. Apparently it's partially announced. I don't know. Apparently there's some decorations coming, but not much. Don't get excited. New dinosaurs are the Albertosaurus, Oranosaurus, and another. How do you know what the other one is? December will be the pack with Nublar and Sauna. It already has these islands in it, so I don't know about that. Don't know about that. But yeah, apparently the missions will to get Jurassic Park back online. What does that? So does that mean it will be like you'll be playing the classic Jurassic Park and all that kind of stuff, where it's gone wrong and you're trying to get it back online and all that kind of... Nah, we'll have to wait and see. But right, Elite Dangerous, Project Watson, Space Legs. Haven't seen any... Actually, you know what? I need to keep an eye on the game because I could get ganked. Now, so Elite Dangerous. Space Legs. No. Haven't seen any mention about Threat Landings. FPS style gameplay. Thargoids in the flesh. Base building. Right. I don't believe it. I don't believe there's going to be base building, and I do not believe there is going to be Space Legs in this update coming in 2020. Do not believe it at all. Simple as that. no mention of atmospheric landings. Well, that's cool. You haven't seen any mention, but would you not say, if you're talking about something your friend said, my friend didn't mention anything about atmospheric landings, would they have said that rather than saying, haven't seen any mention? Hang on, you haven't seen any mention of atmospheric landings from what your friend said. That doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. Thargoids look very Starship Trooper. Well, there's only so many different ways to create a giant insectoid alien that doesn't look like that. It's going to look like a xenomorph, it's going to look like something from Starship Troopers, or something in between. And apparently, the focus is on keeping Elite making money on the meantime. In the meantime? I don't know. Yeah, it is like the Elite Dangerous bingo board, which is Space Legs, hooray! Atmospheric landings, hooray! Thargoids, hooray! It's all that kind of stuff that people want to see, but base building is going to be huge. How is that possibly going to even be a thing? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Atmospheric landings were the thing that most people are probably expecting. Space Legs, no, I'm not convinced. So talking about new projects, Planet Zoo, really. Jurassic World Evolution 2, no. This is the new IP. It's not a new IP, so no. It's not. That's crap. That's absolute rubbish. Planet Coaster 2, no. I don't think that's anything at all. That makes no sense. And then a real-time strategy game, Man vs. Machine, and Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars? What are you even talking about? Some of these things just do not make sense. Like, does not make sense in my mind. Jurassic World Survival, a Jurassic World themed survival game. That again makes no sense. No one would play that. Because Ark, you know. Star Wars is an EA license. Yep, Kira 100%. No way on earth that would be a thing. It just doesn't make sense. None of that. Planet Zoo, yeah. I mean, well, surely they're at least a DLC for Planet Coaster with animals instead, and then have that as a separate section rather than do it as a whole brand new game. Like, literally take what they've got. So, in short, I do not trust this. I do not think it's right at all. I think it's cack. I think someone has put together their wish list for likes, and also you might have noticed that looked like a bit of a weird looking web page. That's because it was on Reddit, but then it was deleted from Reddit. So yeah, I'm just not convinced at all. Just not convinced. There's too little in there. I just don't think it's technical designer. Yeah, that racks no racks through in the game thing. They made it up. Right, Prorock. It was deleted by the original poster. So they put it up, and then they deleted it after. Is what's happened. Which, in my mind, would be like, well, why would you do that? You know, who wouldn't want to be the person that would break news like this when we all want to know, about it? I say, screams of absolute rubbish to me. Absolute rubbish. Not convinced. So, there you go. That's my opinions on it. Do I think it'll be a thing? No, I don't. It was posted on 4chan beforehand, Prorock. Then it was posted on Reddit. Then it was removed, and so on. But yeah, it's a poor troll post at this point. I'm not convinced by it in any way, shape, or form. And I don't think anyone watching should be either. There's too many holes in it. I'm not happy with the choice of words that have been used, because if it is a friend, right, they're going to be a native English speaker, I would assume. Because they're based in Cambridge. Might not be. I'll go assume. But it's if that was okay. Also, if it was your friend, would you publish that as well? Like, would you openly publish that when it's like well, let's track this back to the person who works at Frontier who is friends with this person, and before you know it, someone's lost their job. Kuro, yep, I'm with you on the whole official announcement thing. I don't believe it if it's not an official announcement. That's my thoughts. There's two. Everyone's out there to try and get cheap likes, put something out there, and try and get karma on Reddit and all this crap. If it's not published by FDev on not April the 1st, ignore it. Come on, is there anything in there? Because also, right, even the features, base building, no one has asked for it, no one has mentioned it, no one wants base, no one really wants base building. There's a very small minority of people that have mentioned about it and saying, yeah, I do. Yeah, I'll do it. It's just, come on. Come on. Just not convinced. Not convinced. So yeah, that's my thought. The update coming out, not looking fantastic for older players. That's fine, it's not aimed at us. The trading will be very useful, but trading unfortunately doesn't pay quite enough. And yeah, Nuke, you are right. What are you supposed to do with the base? There is nothing to do. There is no gameplay around it. You're supposed to defend it, and you build it, and someone else is in a different instance. They suddenly see it magically appear. How does that work? Like, how does that work? We want fleet carriers. We want the promised fleet carriers. And I think Frontier have actually said that one of the reasons why they don't talk about what's coming up a lot of the time is for this very reason, is that fleet carriers were announced, they were put out, and then, for technical reasons, that they weren't able, time constraints, because that does happen, they weren't able to be put in. Which is a shame, because we're all looking forward to the Happy Shrapnel, hello. Duke, you're right. Indeed, base building is not. Demon Razor Space Code. Exiles dangerous? Yeah, the Planet Z bit does make sense, Nuke. That would be the only part. Alan, you want a fish-taking exploration ship? Well, this is... Well, until you can walk around your ship... Oh, space legs! Then that ain't gonna be happening, is it? Oh, you know what? Fighting Imperial Eagle in a Mamba... Not the best move, because it's just a real pain to keep it on target. Because the Mamba's handling... Oh well. Conan Dangerous Space Exiles. Not bad. I just think I mean, them reworking the tutorial missions is a good thing. Because tutorial missions, especially the advanced combat one, was and is very, very difficult. And that's coming from someone who can fight. Not the best, but considering it's aimed at a tutorial, it's rather advanced. Oh, why an Imperial Eagle? Why? Planet Dangus, the Dangerous Exiles. Planet Conan? Planet Conan Exiles Coaster? Or Planet Conan Dangerous Exiles Coaster? What is this guy made out of? Screw it. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. Conan Leak Coasters. Oh no, listen. The whole thing seems ridiculous. The idea of it. But then again... see, Revenge X. I haven't been to Arc Co-op yet in Star Citizen. because it doesn't work half the time when I try to. But what I will say is that it's Elite Dangerous and Space Legs I don't think would go together very well. I don't think the scale of the universe would be enough. I mean, walking around a big ship in Star Citizen is pretty cool, but walking around an entire city, walking around an entire planet in Elite Dangerous, one of the vast stations, the stations are freaking huge, like much bigger than they are in Star Citizen, and walking around them can get old sometimes. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, this guy. This NPC. But yeah, Elite needs more stuff to do in general. We're very much at that point where it needs more variety, but also the variety has to pay well. So at the moment, mining is very much yeah, Nick. Well, I've got fixed hard points, haven't I? So that's my own fault. But yeah, it just seems to be lacking something a little bit at the moment. I don't know if I've played too much. How better flying physics on it? Yeah, I mean, Demon Racer, definitely, that would be nice. And that would be good. Connector, you're saying you don't understand the fuss about space legs either. Walking around your ship or in the station to get business you need done would get old. Yeah, it would. Boxman. Say, Boxman. Would do that. A little reboot. Especially these ships and how big they're meant to be, and you've got to put them all on the inside, and combined with that, are you going to confine someone to their ship so they can't get off of it without changing scales? So can I just get out of my ship and have a wander around an asteroid field? Star Citizen can, Elite Dangerous. Would that work? Because of the scale of it all. And Turgeon makes a really good point there in chat, saying that Star Citizen is built bottom up, Elite Dangerous is built top down. So it's got the huge scale, and immediately you've got the galaxy in there, and then you've got the planets, outposts, everything that way, rather than the other way around. And who's got a third lance called Christine then? Ah, Gary, how you doing? Just doesn't it? You know what? And here's the thing: you can like both games, and that be fine. They don't have to be the same thing in any way, shape, or form. They are different games, and that's okay. And you're allowed to like both. Because at the moment, Star Citizen, it's not finished. That's fine. We know that. That's all right. That's cool. As long as you understand that's what you're doing and that's what you're getting into, it's okay. What I will say is Elite Dangerous is a published game. It is meant to be finished, but it has its moments where it feels very much like you're still playing a beta, which is a shame, because everything looks great. You can't pretend that Elite Dangerous is not a good-looking game, and that the flight model is good. The flying feels like you're flying a spaceship, and it's that's what it feels like. Let's put some distance between these guys, shall we? You know, I'm starting to think that maybe I'm doing the wrong activity for chatting. Sorry, Gary. Did not mean to shoot you there, bro. Skimmy, hello, how you doing? Seth, what up? Do I have a big magnet on my ship? The flip side, don't. NPCs seem to love ramming into me. It's a bit of a... It's a thing. Keeps listening to how about different HUD. Different HUD, yeah. I mean, whilst... It's like a majority of people using Windows as their computers almost. Like, you sit down in front of a Windows computer and you kind of know what you're doing. And you can just get into it. And it's alright. But at the same time, if you're used to using a Mac, you sit down at a Mac, you use a Mac, you know, it's different operating systems. So you could potentially say all the ships are the same operating system because there's two companies and they've got a monopoly on it. I don't know. Anskar, hello, how you doing, mate? I haven't seen you for a while. They should add more SRV variants, yes they should. And also something to do with them. Spaceman, there have been some status and flight adjustments that have come in the patch that has just arrived. I prefer it actually, it is better than what it was. But yeah, a little bit of a... I feel like a little bit of a way to go still. They still feel a little bit spongy. Demon Racer, that is true, but at the same time, here you go. If you buy certain cars from certain makers, there'll be a certain way. But yeah, it is a fair point, a fair counter argument. But then again, your car doesn't necessarily run software. Whilst you could argue all the HUD stuff is software and all that. If you wanted to justify it law-wise, anyway, that's what I would do. How about one input control do all tasks? No. But you're using a computer to fly your ship. Anyway, that's what I'd say. What I'm going to say now, move forward a bit. The limpet controller. The reason why I do not want a limpet controller that does everything is because I think you should have specialised ships for specialised things, or you should outfit for specialised topics, you know, specialised activities. I don't think it would really... Pressy depends on the car. Shh. Anyway, so I feel like... What just happened to my frame rate? Did someone bring pack hands? Why aren't I using pack hands? I have pack hands. But yes. I just think that, a bit like the Prospector in Star Citizen Prorogue, but, you know, in Star Citizen they need a few different options, you know, an upgrade path to get to the Prospector, and then beyond the Prospector, which they are putting in. I think that you've got to have a path for you to follow down a career, and for it to be worth sticking to, you know? But just having one thing that does everything is it's a bit daft. I think it's a bit of a cop out.
Hello there.
Seth, thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. I think what we should do, because we're here, is we will get ourselves a wing going. Because we've got the squad here. Ooh, what's going on with my frames? Where are they going? Where are my frames going? Ah, Demon Racer. Again, that comes back down to the whole skill-based gameplay and accessibility versus difficulty and how they're not the same thing and all that stuff. Because they're not, are they? And things like Dark Souls, for example, are just difficult for the sake of being difficult. It's not like... Say, for example, Super Mario. Right, we'll go Super Mario as an example. So, Super Mario Brothers. It starts off quite accessible. All you got to do is jump. Okay? That's it. Real simple controls. And then it gets more difficult as you play on. That's fine. That's just a difficult game. Versus there are some games that are simply just impossible to play. And I give an example of a VR game here. One of my favourites, as people know, Beat Saber. So Beat Saber, you could say that it is inaccessible because it's a stand-up VR slash and hack game. Whilst the songs make it difficult within that. But they have added accessibility options in there. For example, you can change whether or not you have to move. So, say for example, if you're in a wheelchair, there's still an upper arm workout in there for you as well, because you can turn off the need to dodge things, and you can simply just sit there, slice away, do what you need to do. And that could be, anyone who's got some mobility issues you'd be fine for. Or single saber, that's another option in there, and they've built that in there. That makes the game accessible. The different songs in there make it difficult. I would say that would be where I would say they're different. This is something that I probably need to sit down and do a Vanessa. Alright, Revenge X, take care, man. Thank you for dropping in. Philip, accept the wing invite, dude. I sent you the wing invite. Get involved. Get involved. So would you agree that games should be dumbed down to make them more accessible? Demon Racer, no. Because dumbing something down makes it sound like it's reducing the difficulty rather than making it more accessible. Just because you have to learn how to play something does not make it accessible. Does not make it non-accessible, should I say, sorry. Because just because something is difficult to learn how to do doesn't make it inaccessible to people. For example, chess. Chess is a great example. As games go, it's accessible, but it's also difficult depending on who you're playing against or how you're playing, and it changes. And Arif, hey, how you doing? Surely. Oh, Doom Racer, I'm confused what you mean. Visual aids. No, it's not dumbing down. Because once it's there, it's gone. Once you know it, you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's like learning how to play and learning the rules. Mirko, yeah, base building, absolutely ridiculous. It shouldn't be happening. I think you might be a little bit far behind. So make sure you click the like button down the bottom, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, it's a bunch of stuff that no one asked for. But yeah, there is a difference. Sometimes the difference is subtle when it comes to difficulty and all that kind of stuff. Using a docking computer is dumbing it down. Yes. Potentially, yes. Docking is not a very difficult thing to do in Elite Dangerous. It's not. It is also accessible. So having a docking computer as an option, potentially, yes, you could argue is dumbing down. Now, if it's something that is in there because it was left over from the previous games, and that's why they put it in there, because it ties in nicely with lore and all that malarkey, then yeah, that's fine. That's cool, it belongs in there. You're making this difficult for me, Demon Racer, for me to not be able to put my my words out there. Docking computer should be a thing. Should an undocking computer be a thing? Don't know. Maybe not. But no, it's not bad that it's an option. Trying to OBS and if I can't. But I mean, that's where it's a game, though, isn't it? It's a game. You've got to remember it is a game, so there has to be some of that in there as well. So some things may be okay, but this comes down to, though I say, if people want to make a difficult game, that's cool. I've played difficult games where had it not been doable, had it not been like at all. So yeah, if something's difficult, I'll die over and over and over again. I'll go away from it, I'll come back to it, and then I can do it. that's a difficulty thing, not an accessibility thing at that point as well. And it's also worth remembering accessibility doesn't not also just denote, and this is where you come to pay to win a touch as well. It can also come into that, like if it's accessibility, it's not accessible to everyone because it's pay to win. It's a bit of a bish. Okay, that's fair. Doom Racer, that's fair. I mean, also at the same time that AI is against the law and really dangerous. So, oh, hello, dunk. But yeah, AI is against the law. So, but yeah, definitely. I mean, and it isn't compulsory. So that's why I'm not too worried about it and it being in there. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't have to not be in there. For me, I mean, I've used docking computers before when I've been. Oh, did we not kill this guy? I've used a docking computer on a high gravity planet. That's to me that's one of those fair examples of when you should be using it. Need to get much closer than that, really. There we go. No one gets away from the front. But no, I mean, I don't think there's a need for it, but I can understand if people were to want it. And yeah, Turgeon, again, that's your special use case scenario, where for you it's about having that thing that you need, which would be a handy field. But not everyone does that. Okay, we have to go. I'm gonna go do a hand of some bounties, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I say. Anyway, the leak, nah, pointless. The leak, rubbish. Don't think there's anything good in there. The update, not built for me. That's fine. I don't really do any trading anyway, so that's fine. The only thing that I sell is the is void opals when I do mining, which I'm not going to ever do again, probably because I've got enough money that I've got everything that I'd want. Until we do maybe get fleet carriers, and we go from there. Because some tell Mirko that he might be a little bit far behind. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, that I use it on my cutter because, yeah, again, it's a special use case. Same thing. It'll be interesting. I guess ProRock will find out. I'd love to get the stat, but Frontier will not give that to me. They would not go and be like, oh, here you go. Here's the stats that you need in order to find that out. But they won't. See, Neil, I do not enjoy flying a cutter whatsoever. I keep threatening to build one and actually engineer one and make it so it's something worth flying, but I'm like, nah. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, of course. There's that. Oh god, that drives me insane. When you remember when you used to be able to like actually respond to direct messages properly? Remember that? Where all I want to do is I want to reply to Gears, just be like 07. Why is it so bad? Frustrating. Oh, chat's frozen. Of course, chat's frozen. Of course it is. Right, refresh the chat. Might start going again. Echo, is the leak legit? No. No. Not at all. Not remotely. I just don't see how it would be. That's my thing. I just can't see. Yeah, can't see it. Do you think politicians make some forces speed ups for cars? Speed accidents. Right. Okay, Dunkel. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I do not understand. I don't understand why cars are made that can go faster than the speed limit. I just don't think that should be a thing. I just think that, you know, if you've got speed, okay, yeah, different speed limits, different countries and all that kind of stuff, but should that be a thing? I don't know. I can't really see the need for it. And people say, oh, but it's great to go really fast. It's also really dangerous and against the law in lots of places, depending on where you are. So maybe not. Maybe cars should be adjusted and made so that they can't go too fast when they come into a country. Don't know. I don't know. But then again, that way, you know, the police don't have to have that, and they can. That way, they've always got this option to be able to track people down. But it's just that I don't. Gibber, there's a distinct difference between a car that's used for racing and a street legal car. There's a huge difference. A huge difference. And I'm talking about like road legal cars, because you can't drive a Formula 1 car, can you? On a normal road. So, there's that. The money paintings goes to the great good. Eric, does it really? Does it? So Seth, all the vehicles where you work are limited to 70 miles an hour. Depending on the use of the vehicle, makes perfect sense. But emergency services vehicles, yeah, why not? In my utopian society, right in charge. Autocross is popular among street legal cars. Well, Gibber, what do you want me to say? It shouldn't be. There should be special cars for special things. Still goes exactly the same. If they're all limited, then it's simple as that. But there you go. That's my opinion, as someone that doesn't drive. And also, you know what? That's a really specific example of something. Did I pick up bounties from somewhere else as well? No. Interesting. Right, I need to pop back to Hiller actually, because I'm missing some shield boosters off of this ship. And we should probably fix that. Oh no. See, in RF, I mean, are you saying that it's like you've got one of the faces that says, this is what you look like? Like, everyone thinks that you're someone else? You've got a very generic face? I used to get that look when I was younger, and people would say that it's, I look like like other people. I'm like, oh, bloody well, don't look like me. But yeah, I'm all about making things safer if we can. Yeah, you do, mate. You really do. Especially with that hairline. Bosh. That's pretty mean. Mrs. Blade just asked who I was talking about, and I'm like, awkward. And then she nodded her head. That was low. Well, unlike your hairline, that's pretty high. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Clive is famous. Clive is famous on the internet. He's becoming more famous every time I make a video or if I stream. Like tonight, I'm wondering when he's going to do some shouting. I'm sure it'll happen. But yes, Mrs. Pater thought it was very mean of me to say that. She just told me off. And she was very happy about it too. Oh well. Oh well. I did just have a weird moment though. I went to deploy my landing gear, or pull it back up, and I pressed the button that it is in Star Citizen because I've played too much Star Citizen, I'm ashamed to say. Anara, speaking of ways that you haven't come over for months, Link, you should come back to Conan, mate. We're on a server, we're all fully set up, we've got a base and things. We're working our way towards being the alphas of the server. We managed to actually chase those guys completely off of the server, the bot group, just so everyone knows. We managed to get rid of them, those that were interested anyway, those who want to know how that went. We went back, we raided them, and it was great. But yeah, Turgeon. The thing that I say is Star Citizen is an FPS game. Elite Dangerous is a flight sim. If I were to say the real difference between the two, that's what I would say. Ah, Rusty. Well, you know what? We're about an hour in, so I'm actually ashamed. So actually, you know what? Maybe I really should get the Super Cruise Assist module. Wait, maybe I really should. I'm starting to think that maybe I should. But yeah, we'll have a chat about it, Rusty, because it's a thing. Well, Narith, get her involved as well. Why not? Next time Conan's on sale, will be soon again, I imagine. Get her involved. Be great fun. Besides, we need numbers because we are literally at war with everybody all the time. Because yeah, I imagine quite a few people have joined over the last kind of half hour or so when we last spoke about the leak. So I think it's probably worth going over it one more time. Once I'm docked, and I focus on docking, then on the PS4. Okay, we'll get landed, we'll go over the leak stuff again, and it isn't just Elite Dangerous, it's kind of like the plan for Frontier, which makes no sense. It's pretty weird when I can hear myself telling people off. Oh, Dunkel, oh, you're an hour ahead, mate. Alright, I'll catch you later, mate. You take care. Right. We will get up the old road map and do what's it. So, wall of text. Anyone who's joined over the last hour and you've missed what I was going over and talking about the alleged, and it is very much alleged leak from Frontier, I will say that it's a bit of a weird one, I guess. Now, this was on Reddit. It was then removed from Reddit by the original poster. They decided to get rid of it. Now, this is what they're speaking about. And this is apparently a guy who has a friend who works as a technical artist in Frontier. Was a friend, probably not so much anymore. Now, Canada, the man-bird, does it fly any good? On a straight line, absolutely fantastic. Not so much on when it comes to turning. Plenty of boosting, that's good. Now, this guy apparently was chatting with his friend who's a technical artist at Frontier. And he was given the roadmap for the next 5 years or so. He says next 5 years. He only goes 1 year ahead. So let's bear that in mind now. And even if this technical artist, this is in inverted or quotation marks by the way, was at Frontier, they are probably likely to be no longer at Frontier. Now, this is what they've said. Planet Coaster is currently in maintenance mode, and only a few small ride packs to come. Currently working on a Ghostbusters pack. I don't know about that, but I mean, they could be. I don't know. I don't really play Planet Coaster. I've got it. Don't really play it. Jurassic World Evolution. Have played it. Done all the missions. That's the thing for me. I'm not really interested in just building a park for the sake of it. It doesn't. So I need content to play on this one. So Project Nero, and also the project namings are really weird. I don't really understand them. New DLC will contain Acrocanthosaurus, Proceratosaurus, and a Herosaurus. Also in July there'll be a Claire Deering DLC that will introduce a safari truck ride, paleobotany, growing plants and food for food in the feeder. Pointless, no one wants that, I'm sure. And apparently a new mission to save the dinosaurs from Nublar to move to Sanctuary Island, which apparently partially announced. I haven't seen that anywhere, but I might be wrong. Don't know. That's fine. If someone else has seen that, wicked, do let me know. There's been some decoration. Apparently there's some decoration coming, but not much. Don't get excited. New dinosaurs are Albertosaurus, Ouranosaurus, and another. Surely you'd know what the other was. Like, if you've got all of these other dinosaur names, you would have got that one too. December will be the 1993 pack with Nublar and Sauna. So I guess they're doing a time jump backwards. Maybe, I guess. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. Could be, could not be. No. A classic Jeep track ride to get around. Ooh, exciting. Missions will be to get Jurassic Park back online. So I assume it's kind of like old stuff or whatever. Then Elite Dangerous, Project Watson will have space legs. They haven't seen any mention of atmospheric landings. This is just a... What is this? Atmospheric land. Haven't seen any mention of it. Where? Where haven't you seen any mention of it? That's the question. FPS style gameplay, Thargoids in the flesh, base building, coming end of 2020. Thargoids look very Starship. Bearing in mind that the coming end 2020 makes it sound like it's a big reveal. It's not a big reveal. We already know that there's going to be no content until the second half of 2020 anyway. Thargoids look very Starship Troopers. Don't expect to see much between now and then. Alright, well, we're not already. We're expecting some smaller updates, which is what we already know. And the focus is on keeping Elite making money in the meantime. So is that going to be, in the meantime, making money from Elite Dangerous side of things, so they're getting new player... There's no mention of the new player stuff in there, which is very much, you know, what... When is that? You know, yeah, Jeremiah looks pretty dubious, mate. And new projects, Planet Zoo, Project Darwin, announcing this month or next. We will have to wait and see. Releasing October. Come on! You start building a hype for a game really far in advance. It is no way it's just going to be, hey, it'll be announced this month or next. We'll have to wait and see. So we'll keep an eye out. If by the end of June it's not been announced, then we know this guy's full of absolute shit. PC only based on Planet Coaster, cool weather effects, actually looks fairly okay. How does this guy know what it looks like when his friend just told him about it? DLC packs every 3 months or so, the first being around December. Come on. Really? Jurassic World Evolution 2. This is the new IP. Well, it's not a new IP. Wait, it's not a new IP, is it? If it's Jurassic World Evolution 2. Because it's not at that point. Planet Coaster 2, Project Einstein. In talks with Disney about licensing. Not much info on this yet. Don't believe it. Planet Coaster is still like one of their most popular games with insane community behind it. And then Project Marconi, a real-time strategy game. Man vs Machine, Lego Star Wars are both being worked on. The Lego Star Wars thing is going to be absolute crap. And also, as someone pointed out earlier, EA holds all the licensing for Star Wars games, so they can't possibly have it. End of. Jurassic World Survival, a Jurassic World themed survival game. Might be entertaining, but makes no sense. I just don't see Frontier going into that kind of gaming. So I just don't see it happening. It's just But yeah, I just it wouldn't be. And now Rusty, yeah, Space Legs would make a lot of people happy if it's done right. How would it? They couldn't manage it in VR. I just don't see how that would happen. Like that's my problem. I just don't see. I don't see it. All right, Alan, take care, man. But yeah, Canadara is pretty cool that they named the station after me. It also has my voice as well, so that's quite cool. I did all the recording. I went to Frontier back in October. I think it was back in October, and I did all of the recording and stuff from my voice to be put into the station, which is pretty cool. Kuro, I agree with you. Totally fine with not having outfitting, stored modules, store multiple, and yeah, I'm just okay with it not having it. I don't think it needs it. Yeah, Rusty, but how would you control? I just don't. So would you go from using your HOTUS for your spaceship to then going into Space Legs, standing up, getting your controllers, and then wandering around your room? You know, how would that work? That's my thing. Is like, how'd that work? I mean, the other option, of course, is that it doesn't have support. How have I got that many modules stored? But yeah, the other option is they don't have support in it at all, which would be a bit of a disappointment, I think, for some people. I don't know where that is. Is that here? Oh, well, that's here. So many shield boosters all over the place. Detailed surface scanner, we can ditch that. We didn't. Oh, no, it's engineered. Don't want to ditch that. Oh, man. 1D. Right. Hear that. They're engineered. Try not to get rid of engineered things. I just think it's really... One of the things about Elite Dangerous that is really good is the immersive side of it, is that you start playing it and you are flying a spaceship. And this is one of the reasons why I use HOTUS, not use keyboard and mouse, is because I want to feel like I am flying a spaceship. Rather than playing a first-person shooter. I'm okay to treat Star Citizen as a first-person shooter. I will take that. I'm totally fine with it. It's okay. But Elite Dangerous, don't see it. And also, the level of detail. The absolute level of detail in things like Star Citizen, for example. Because as soon as you're there, and you're actually wandering around and you're looking at stuff, and you find yourself just looking at magazines on the floor in Star Citizen. For you to have that level of detail, even in VR, would be really extreme. I wonder how so many 6E frameshift drives. This is a problem every time I equip and unequip stuff. Just the level of detail alone would be mad. But that's my thoughts on it. It's one of those things that, yeah, it would be amazing, but it would have to be right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, EVA in space would be doable with VR, definitely. I mean, there are games out there that have it. They can be a little bit nauseating at times, depending on what you like as a person. But I just don't think it's like I say, I don't think it's needed. And I've always said this. I don't feel like it needs to be in there. WeJet, I'm at that point. I do actually have an Anaconda with nothing but pack cans on it. I've used it for storage. Hooray! A hovering motorbike in VR would be fine. Theo, really? Oof. Right, let me have a quick look at the old. 5 empty mounts. Okay. No, we need the ones from the Corvette. Because the Corvette still has the other stuffs. Bloody hell. You've done the same gears. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the pack counts thing. You've got to do it. It's the way it has to be done. Hello, good evening. How you doing? But yeah, I think we can all safely establish that maybe the thingamajig debroughts it will be update. No, leak is absolute crap. I think we can all agree on that. Oh, legal issues. So I have to clean the modules. Except can't clean the modules. Why? Why? Okay. This crime system, I hate it so much. Yeah, Vortex, not a bad idea. To be honest, I've got some that I need to pull out and actually do. Oh, hey Clive, how you doing? New ships, clean design detection for space looks in mind, not just the cockpits of the ship interiors too. 40 odd ships could take literally years. Like Star Citizen. Yep, Turgeon. Yeah. %. But yeah, the modules did nothing wrong. Well, actually, technically they didn't. I don't even think the bounty is very high on my Corvette anyway. Yep, ship's cat. He's like, why do we keep changing ship? What's going on? There you go. So what's happening? Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Clean the module. I think it's absolutely ridiculous how much it costs to clean modules as well. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Now, because we have to deal with Clive now. Put on that on there, and then we need a thermoblock. Then seat cap. And I think another heavy duty. It's not good, it's not going well, and a heat sink launcher. And then we'll have a look at our power management. Because we really need to look at our power management now. The Battle Clive must be fed. He's got 40 minutes to go to this dinner time. What do I like most about Star Citizen, or the most in Star Citizen? Well, I enjoy the running around. I like the turning up at a base, shooting the crap out of everything, jumping out, running in, shooting stuff. I like that. I really like that variety of gameplay. When do you believe that Thargoid incursions will stop? Never. I don't think they will. I think that they're in desperate need of some explanation as to why it's happening. And again, some storyline to really justify it. More storyline? You can never go wrong with storyline, can you? Oh, that feels good, baby. Plonked right down. That should Cargo hatch is normally 0.93. Fuel scoop, what's the power on that? 0.48. I think we should be good with the power management in that sense. Should we? If not, we'll just turn on life support, don't we? Actually, the FSD is always a good one to turn off. We'll give it a go. When will I admit I've been a Thargoid spy all along? You have no proof. None. Yeah, Thargoids, the content is so optional. And also at the same time it's very... Yeah. Okay. We've not got enough power really. So, that's not great. Let's have a think. Could have sworn I had enough power for this. Yeah, why is it? It'd be good if we did some huge weapons would be nice. We got nothing. We got nothing that we can turn off. The only thing that I would consider getting is the Guardian module reinforcement package. So we'll turn that down. Right. Okay. We've got some changes to do. Oh well, never mind. It's fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, I'd be one up for not any more Guardian weapons, but at the same time a large Guardian combination. Yeah, Rusty. Or we turn them right down. It's not great. Right, Philip, we're heading back over to your mash. Go. I mean, that's a good looking ship, isn't it? Well, I think so. Yeah, but the Thargoid stuff, I always said needs storyline behind it. Oh yeah, the interstellar initiatives. Okay. Interstellar initiatives, they are a reskin of community goals. I think we can all pretty much agree on that one. I'd like to think we can. How do I feel about those? Remains to be seen. I quite liked the video introducing it that Will did. You know, that was alright. That was fine. I mean, yeah, that was fine. Yeah, at best, chain-link CGs. Yep. The ferry mega ship. Easy mode to get to Guardian sites. It's not difficult though, is it? This is the thing, it's not difficult to fly that far. You just need a fuel scoop. You don't even need a particularly powerful FSD. You just need a fuel scoop and you're good. That's the thing. It just doesn't need it unless it's going to do something special. Because everyone goes there, you grind all your stuff, you get all your things, and then you leave. You know, you spend, like most people, you spend a bunch of time there, and you go, actually, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm off. I think we'll see. We'll see. The first one starts on Thursday, so we'll have a look, won't we? So was it next Thursday? Next Thursday, the or is it after the update? Which one's it? So the update drops on the 23rd. Yeah, so it'll be the Thursday we get the new one. I guess we'll give it a go. But Kaldar, that's a really simple thing to change. All you have to do is go into your filter for your stars, take out the ones you can't scoop, and you're done. But yeah, ammo refills, bit of a pain. Good old Clive. Don't think he's going to stop, at that point. That's what he does. And it's just not his dinner time yet. He's being that guy. See, I don't use the KGB foam. I use the Obi a fine guy or girl. And Kiss Me, that one. I think it's... But yeah, there's no reason why anyone would run out of fuel unless you stop paying attention. But yeah, again, I don't... The ferry thing means you have to be on it at a certain time, and then, there are people that would just be like, oh, it doesn't jump quick enough for me, so they end up not using it anyway, or they miss it, and all that kind of stuff. M87 the game yet? No! Fleet carrier's still coming, would I buy one? I would assume so, yeah. I assume my squadron would want one. Who wouldn't? I think. Depends what it does. Depends what you can do with it. Depends how much control you have. If we can choose where it jumps every week, that'd be really handy. From a BGS point of view, there are some stations where it just isn't a very good spot, and you actually want to move it. Tyler, no, there is not. And hey, chickers, how you doing? Clive says hello as well, apparently. Yeah, I feel like today I'm spending a lot of time reading chat, which is good because everyone's really got lots of opinions. Yeah, chickers, we do have a leak regarding the 5-year plan of Frontier. That's rubbish. Oh, Pro Rock, you're assuming game mechanics there. Hang on. Clive, what are you doing, mate? Why are you so noisy? Why are you making so much noise, huh? Halo, we're doing good. We're doing alright. Now, how many systems have I been to? A lot? Go. Actually, I can tell you how many because it's in the codex, isn't it?
Scan detected.
Stats. Is it in there? It is in exploration. System visited 11,161 is the answer to that.
Scan detected. Power plant capacity exceeded. Accelerated shield generation. Gaining heat.
Oh, so much green. Come on, reloading. Hurry up. Image not leak in the 5-year plan. Well, chickers, we've spoken about it. It's all crap, to be honest. Oh, Pro Rock. The thing is that that's from how many years ago now? That's from 2 years ago, or a year and a half. And during that time, remember, we were told we'd get them and then we didn't. So let us remember that what is said by Frontier is not always gospel truth. And yeah, I did just say that. Yeah, I have played a lot, Duke. That could be the reason for that. I have many hours, and often everything that I do is with a purpose. So I don't just go exploring for the sake of it. I will explore to try and get to elite. Gibber, yes, I was. That is when I got to. Unfortunately, because I was going through chemotherapy, I'd only been going through chemo for a week. When I found out about it, and I was really, really ill with the chemo, so I could not. Oh, that was rough. So yeah, so I couldn't go with everyone else, but what they did do is I did get to go and hang out with them like separately. So I got kind of a much more personal experience, which is pretty cool. So I did go the week after. Commander of Scorpius, a good friend of mine, took me along there, and we hung out for the day and spent it over there in the woods, and got to Zyk Antonacci and got to kind of do lots of stuff, and kind of have a look at all the new content and all that kind of stuff. It's all good fun. So it worked out all right in the end, at least with that. And at the same time, I got to they threw the surprise on me that I was going to have a station named after me, and well, I would get to choose the name of a station, and that I would do all the voice recording for it as well, which is pretty awesome. What happened to Sandro? Dave G. He has moved on to other projects within Frontier, apparently, off of Elite Dangerous. What they are, don't know. But moved on to them, he has. But that's what we've been told. You've got 950,000 credits on fuel gears. Oh, here we go. This is where we get into like top tramps. It's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad, isn't it? So, spent on fuel, 1.5 million. 1,580,222 credits. Eek. Neil, I can tell you for a fact that everything that I have seen, everything that I saw whilst at Frontier, has been released to the public, with the exception of one thing. Now, that one thing was not in any of the and this thing, it wasn't in any of the presentations. It's just something I happened to see on someone's monitor as I walked past. Can I tell you what it is? Nope. I couldn't even tell you what it is. I couldn't even begin to describe it. But all I can tell you is that that has not been seen in the game yet. So there's that. But yeah, can't talk about it otherwise I get sued. So we have to be hope you're sensible. No chickers. I'm gonna shut up. No chickers. That isn't what I saw. Oh, come on. But yeah, this particular Mamba is built for killing medium-sized ships, really, like medium to big ships. Big ships are the backup. It's really a damage dealer. It doesn't do much against small ships because of the hardpoint combination. But yeah, that's the thing. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it was. Scorb saw it as well. He was there. We both looked at each other afterwards. We were like, "Did you see that thing? Did you see that? Yeah, what was that?" Neither of us knew. Neither of us still know. We weren't sure. It'd be cool if we did know. Is it good? Don't know what it was. So it's difficult to judge if something is good or not if you don't know what it is. I guess is my answer to that. There are some real weak pickings in this place. Will we like it? I don't know what it is, dude. I don't know what it is. Otherwise, I'd tell you. I just don't know what it was. Was it big? I don't know. There was nothing to compare it to scale-wise, chickers. I don't know. Did he have a moustache? Was he wearing glasses? Does he have blonde hair? It wasn't Guess Who. We're not playing a game of Guess Who till we narrow it down. Did it have a lot of guns? I don't know, chickers. It might have done. Or it might have had done. I don't know. Because I don't know what it was I was looking at. This is what it all comes down to, is the I just don't know, because I don't know what it was. It's a real difficult one. Animal, vegetable, mineral. Again, I don't know. Chickens, I was told that I shouldn't be looking at anything. It was the, alright, they've not been told to turn their screens off as you walk past, is what I was told. So anything that you see, can you just pretend you haven't seen it? Alright, Pro Rock, catch that, mate. Thanks for dropping in. It's one of those. I don't know. No, they didn't. It didn't usher me out. It was all very calm and relaxed as far as visits go. Oh, this guy's got to have his engines messed up. NPCs don't fly like this. Yep. That answers that question. Could do some bigger targets. I've passed the test. Oh, have I? Well, that is good to know. But it wasn't like visiting the chocolate factory. In Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it wasn't quite that extreme. Clive, you've been very noisy and no one wants to hear it. Oh, hey Nightbot. How you doing? I mean, would you sit in front of someone who's just totally shredded your ship down to this much? Would you sit there and be like, "Oh no, it's okay"? I don't think you would. I think you'd do it. Chickers, no, not remotely, not remotely. I am probably gonna. So what we're talking about, me and Chickers here, me and Alec. We're talking about the those bot group people that we chased off of the server in Conan. They've moved on to a different server. And we are not going to follow them, mainly because Chickers, they put 15 hours in yesterday, like each already. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, they've moved on to another server in Conan, and we're just a bit like, nah, it's good.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Oh, we got an anaconda. Yeah, they're definitely working very hard as far as. But you know what? Let them go. I don't care. They are absolute scumbags. But yeah, we raided them the other night, and the raid went on for like 2 and a bit hours, and we just constantly kept attacking them, and we basically got to the point where they had nothing left. They were having to take stuff off of their thralls in order to fight us, which was absolutely hilarious. There was an awful lot of gear being swapped back and forth between us all. Nah, chickens, I don't think they'll be back. I don't think they will be. Come on, show me that power plant. Show me your power plant. There we go. Yeah, they actually did. I almost feel bad, but then they were actually kind of total dickbags about it. So because of that, I kind of not that guilty. They were also trying to be mean and be super salty about it all. But you can't find my base. You can't find my base. No. After they raided us, and yeah, I found them. Like, it was super easy to find them. We also had help, so we actually were diplomatic with another clan. It was good. Nemo. So the special effects that we have on the frags, the experimentals, is we'll go over this one after we've got out of this fight. Unfortunately, we don't do very well against small ships. Oh, Peter O'Toole, great actor. Not so great space mercenary. Or space pirate. Clive, how would you know? You've never seen any of his films. Right. Dead. So, what was the question? Special effects. That was it. Welcome to my ship. We have got large frags, which have got incendiary rounds on, and that's what does the damage to the shields. Point blank range, deadly. Then the others, because we've got 2 small ones, we've got one that has, oh, come on, corrosive shell, and then the other one has got pre-screening shell, I think, screening shell and drag munitions. Oh, high cap magazine, drag munitions, yeah. So we'll drag munitions on because it slows them down, and then we get to power away at them. Chicas, there was an update announced that's coming on Tuesday, and when that launches, it's going to be, I guess, an interesting one, I would say. It's more aimed at new users, but that's kind of it. So yeah, maybe it's probably not really one for us. Techno prisoners for that, for techno prisoners. Why did I remember you heard the third lance is better? Well, it's different. Because who wants to fly the same ship as everyone else? And I actually don't like the third lance. I don't like the off-center cockpit, number one. I also don't I don't like the fact that everyone flies it. I'm happy to fly something different. The Mamba, I like the way it looks. I like the fact that I've got great visibility.
Target destroyed.
That's what I like. So, the Mamba is fantastic on a straight line. Zoom and boom. Big fan. Which days of the week is Conan? You installed that Shadowplay platform now. Nice, Lee. Nice. Basically, whenever we're playing it, that's when we're playing it. Really, Clive? Anything constructive to add? No, I didn't think so. Oh, right. One of them. Okay. Yep. Off into cockpit, not a fan of it. Yeah, I like it because it's a new ship, so I'm going to use it the same way that I do have a crate phantom for jumping around. Krilikov, nice man. I will give you the tag on Discord for the Conan clan. And that way you can... We've got a secret channel on Discord, you see. So give me a prod, and I'll do. Do you play Conan, Clive? Okay, apparently he does. Didn't think so. Buddy, you got a little bit of time to wait for your dinner, right? 13 minutes. 13 minutes to wait for your dinner. See where we are on the credits now. I really want to have at least 1 million before we go and hand in. Oh, buddy, what are you doing? Right, she's jumped up on my desk, so that's always good. Oh. More about to hear him pairing, so he's super happy. Alright, chickers, catch you later, bud. Oh, apparently we've started fighting someone else. Yeah, I've also got prismatic shields with us as well, so it's not quite one. Chickers with hinting. Oh yeah, I've not asked everyone to hit the like button halfway through the stream like I normally do. But yeah, guys, please do hit the like button. As you know, it helps me out. Helps YouTube push my content, which actually makes a huge difference. So if you fancy doing that, please do. It's free. It's free for you guys to do. It's a good little bit of support. Much appreciated. But yeah, Krilikov, do not let me forget to give you the Conan tag on Discord.
Flight assist on. Target shields offline. Flight assist off.
Prismatic shields don't work on cats. Theo, correct? They don't. They definitely don't. Cats work best with eye weaves.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist on.
Didn't get any bounty for him. See. Give it a go. Anyone ever wondered why tribbles are mortal enemies of Klingons? Anyone wondered that? Why that's the thing? Because they are. I don't know why. Biff Bacon? His name is Biff Bacon. Who? The name table for NPCs. See, fighting a crate. Luckily, they're such big targets. They're kind of like fighting a big cobra, where you get them at the right angle, and you can just pop away at them. Oh, gotta remember it's not a very good handling ship. Well handled? Doesn't handle well. You guys know what I'm saying.
Flight assist off. Flight assist. Target shields online. Target destroyed. Under attack.
Yeah, it's quite nice being in the wing with someone like top shields up because you don't have to worry about overheating. Because I can't remember what I've bound heat sinks to. Oh well. Looks like mining gunships. Mining gunships. Why did he come up with that idea? Cool. Head back over. Not sure how we're doing on ammo. Yeah, Nemo, that is the plus point. I do have shield cell banks. They are not very good shield cell banks. They have been engineered, but not very well engineered. Wait, what? Oh, I know. Right, Nemo, I know that wasn't a link. Nightbot thought it was because of the .lol. So, I'm sorry for that. I tell you what we do, Mario. When we get back, when I go and hand in, I will go through the loadout. It's not perfect. We've got some work to do on it. It's not. I haven't actually done the hull yet, so there is that. It needs heavy duty hull on it,
Target destroyed.
and then it will be done.
Scan detected.
Yeah, but Duke, the question is why. That's the thing. Oh, I just want to know, like, what's the trouble with tribbles? Which is the name of the episode with the tribbles in. Trouble with tribbles. That's the thing.
Scan detected.
How's Tech? Good evening. How you doing? My Easter weekend's going alright. Just kind of chilling out, really. It's a nice little
Flight assist off.
time to just relax, really, and spend some time with some family, which is quite nice, which I'll be doing tomorrow. Unfortunately, there is some really weirdness happening with the trains. Otherwise, I'd be seeing a friend instead. We'd be going to London, but the engineering works because, you know, bank holiday weekends, people might want to go somewhere, so it's the best time to do engineering works. Which, okay, so from a business point of view, I've got to stop forgiving people for things, haven't I? who is trying to fire repair limpets at me. Because I don't need them. Where are they coming from? No, Clive, no. Right. Time to go hand in. So we head over to Sequoians, which is the new system that we have moved into. We own no assets in this system whatsoever yet, but we soon will, in no time at all. Currently 21.1% is our... so yeah, we're scooted straight past. There'll be the Sequoian Majors, so I'm going to assume we'd take that asset. Planetary first, maybe. Must room to refuel. See, Haztec, I used to live in London and loved it. I really, really like living there. Everything was obviously ridiculously expensive and a little bit dirty, but at the time, when I was living there, I enjoyed the buzz and the activity and all that kind of stuff. Which is all very nice. Yep, enduring works finish on Tuesday. That's right, always do. Actually, something I just want to check. So it's called Marshall City, and I would assume that there would be... It's fine. But the actual system itself... Oh, I have to do that via the galaxy map. Right. What I want to know, only 50,000 people. Is that even a city at that point? How can they call it a city? Oh, well, Mario, happy birthday for Tuesday then. Hope you're doing something nice. Nationalise the railways again. Ah, well, I don't know. Don't know about that. They'll probably be more expensive. Or worse. Oh. Country boy south, if you can't see someone coming towards you from a few miles away, you get nervous. Don't talk to me. That's the thing about London, is you put your headphones in and no one talks to you. And you get on the tube and all you do is just read your book. And there is that hilarious thing on the tube where people constantly read, like people walk along reading, especially during like your commute times. And it's just like, what are you doing? Why? Is a book that good? When you time it right, anyway, right. I used to time it right and make sure that I finished reading my book at the right time. There aren't that many cameras, and trust me, they aren't looking at you. Excuse me. Maybe Marshall City is a cathedral. Interesting. Possibly. Oh, come on. Okay, so we'll hand in, and I'll have a quick run through the loadout of this thing. Thank goodness this place has outfittings. Outfittings? Done. Okay, so a quick run through on the outfitting of this ship. Not perfect. Well, you can't have ultimate security and ultimate freedom at the same time. So, hard points. We have got a huge cannon. These are all fixed, by the way. Huge cannon. On that, modifications, we have got overcharged weapon and high yield shell. Packs on hell of a punch. Next up, we have got the 2 large frag cannons. Both of these have got the same modifications. They're both high cap magazine with incendiary rounds. Then we have got the 2 small frag cannons, which we have got high cap magazine on both. And then we've got one with a corrosive shell, and then one with drag munitions. They serve a purpose. They're kind of utility ones, I guess. You've got the frags doing the main damage. These small ones are there to apply effects. The screening shell helps with going for if you're tracking something fast, you hit it and it slows them down. It basically takes all the pips out of engines for them, which makes it easy for you then to hit with the large frags and the huge cannon. That's the idea behind it. Built with a purpose. Utility mounts. It is a shield tank ship. So we have got a good combination of shields, 2,200. It is prismatics as well. Kind of built with a combination of resistances in mind. That's the idea anyway. Core internals, obviously we're A-rated. We've got reactive composite. We do need to engineer this. And we also have to do some other things. Power plant, modification of the power plant. Armoured and monstered, which gives it the increased power without the drawback of having to be damaged very easily. Thrusters. Dirty drive tuning. Oh, I need to put drag drives on this actually. So let's have drag drives. Then the FSD is just long range. It really isn't built for jumping, so we've got increased range. Again, that probably needs deep charge put on it. There's no real point because it's not really designed for that. And plus it would actually, or mass manager. Deep charge, not mass manager for that. No, mass manager would be better because deep charge would use too much fuel. So we need to do that at some point. But it's not built for jumping, so it doesn't matter. 4D life support because it doesn't matter. Power distributor is obviously going to be charge enhanced and super conduits. Although I don't really need to worry about it too much because the weapons do not have any draw whatsoever. 4D sensors I could do with upgrading these. Lightweight might be okay, but that's it really. Oh, and the optionals, prismatic, which is going to be high cap and reinforced. I've got an SCB which has got the thingy jig on it, specialised. So yeah, specialised and boss cells, so it gives it an increased cell bank, an increased amount, so it kind of works out okay along there. Fuel scoop, totally fine, it's alright. Alright, Duke, alright. Hull reinforcement, which is going to be heavy duty. Okay. And then a Guardian reinforcement package, which actually we're going to get rid of if it was an option, just because it uses power and it's not working. But that's kind of what it does. It's a it's a bit of an odd one. I will say I love the way the Mamba looks, and one thing I will say is, okay, so the reflective panels. As you can see, there is something reflected behind me. I'm looking at this right there. I can't see it, but it's there, which is what ray tracing does. So actually, it's very, very similar to that, which I quite like that this is built into ED's graphics kind of effects. Not far different. I don't know how it would be if there was something blocking the camera and you could see around it and that kind of stuff. But yeah, the ships are the star of the show, really, aren't they? Let's face it. Yes, Halo, gold. Gold with purple weapons is the way it's got to be. Warlord 303, good evening. How you doing? I'm just about to call time for the stream actually there, guys. Been streaming for 2 hours. I hope everyone has enjoyed the stream and you found it interesting. I will probably be streaming again on Monday, that'll be. We are going to at some point take a look at the new Star Citizen update, despite the fact people are like, no, Star Citizen! And then on Tuesday we will of course be taking a look at the new things that have been put into Elite Dangerous. So we'll give it a go. Be an interesting one when that eventually goes live, and see if we can break some stuff, because that's what it's all about. But okay guys, I'm going to say once again thank you very much to everyone that's been watching today. Please make sure that you do hit the like button on the way out, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and also follow on Twitch if you haven't followed on Twitch yet. And at the same time guys, I would say I'll be seeing you hopefully on Monday. And once again, thank you very much for watching. Commander Plater, out.